Hi friends, this is Altaf Malik and you are watching AMWWTV English. Friends, if you are new on my channel, I request you please subscribe this channel and also press the bell icon to be notified about our latest videos. Friend, today I will tell you a story, the story which has the moral lesson at its ending. And before this, I would like to tell you that English is not my mother language, as already I have told you, and so the errors and omissions are expected. Now I start the story. Mr. and Mrs. Khan were living in a village. They have a cock, a billy goat, and an ox in their home. And but they were in problem due to the rat, which that was tearing out all the costly clothes in their home. They decided to kill the rat. One day they went to the bazaar and purchased a mouse trapper to kill the rat. They brought the mouse trapper and keep it in the corner of the room. The rat saw that mouse trap. Suddenly rat went to the cock and give him the information, give the cock information that a mouse trapper has come to the home. There is a mouse trapper in the corner of the home. And cock told the rat, I'm not concerned with that mouse trapper. This is your matter. You are concerned with that mouse trapper. Why are you telling this news to me? I don't want to listen to you. The rat was worried. And then he went to the billy goat, or you can say he goat, and he told the same story. The goat laughed and told the rat that I'm not concerned with this matter. This is your problem and you are concerned with that matter. Don't tell me this story. So rat was too much worried that no one was listening to his complaint. No one was listening to his request. Then he went to the ox, which was present in home, and he told the ox the same story, that a mouse trapper has come into the house and laying in the corner of the room. The ox laughed loudly and replied that I'm not concerned with this matter. This is your matter. Don't tell me this story to me. No one was listening the story of our complaint of rat. Suddenly, one day, there was no electricity, and Mrs. Khan heard the voice of mouse trap. She thought that perhaps the rat has been captured in the mouse trap. She went into the room in dark and groped there, but there was no rat. A snake, a poisonous snake was captured, but that was still alive. Then suddenly the snake stung the hand of Mrs. Khan, and she fell a victim of poison. In the morning time, Mr. Khan took his wife to the hospital for treatment, and doctor treated her and told them that give her some domestic cock soup of some domestic cock. Mr. Khan came back to home and captured the cock, slaughtered it, and make the soup for his wife. But the condition, the health of his wife was not improving. Then the news broke out in the whole village, and people gathered to see the Mrs. Khan. One day there was so many people. Mr. Khan thought that if I don't show the hospitality, the people would mind. So he decided to slaughter the billy goat that was present in his home. Then he slaughtered the goat and make the lunch for those people. And people were very happy that Mr. Khan has arranged a wonderful feast for us. But the condition of the Mrs. Khan was not improving, and day by day she was running down her health. And suddenly one day she died. And there was rituals or traditions of making the final arrangement or final feast. So Mr. Khan decided to make a final big feast. He invite all the village on that feast. He slaughtered the ox and make a feast to pay the final rituals or final traditions to her wife. And in that sense, the ox was also slaughtered. So the moral from this story comes that when someone comes to you with a complaint or with some issue, you should not turn a deaf ear to him. You should listen to his or her problem. A rat was telling its problem to cock, to billy goat, to ox, but they were not listening to his problems. The result is that the rat is still alive. The rat was still alive, but cock has gone, and billy goat has gone, the ox has gone. Those who have not listened to his voice, its voice, have ended, but rat is still alive. In the same sense, I would tell to the leaders of international countries that Kashmiris are telling their problems to you to solve the Kashmir issue, but the world leaders are turning a deaf ear to their request. And I think one day the whole world would be destroyed if they would not solve the Kashmir issue. You have even seen that coronavirus have spread in the whole world, and the whole world is under lockdown, like the Kashmiris are locked down in previous month. So it is requested to world leaders, it is requested to United Nations to solve the issue of Kashmiri people, so that otherwise you will become the victims like cock, like billy goat, like ox. So before time, you should take action and solve the Kashmir issue. Once again, I would like to say you, please subscribe my this channel. Also share this video with your friends. Give me permission. I Altaf Malik and you are watching AMWW TV English. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.